Fancy remix, page 444.
Welcome back to take 444, more psychedelic goodness for you. Still in C, and we're going to start off this week with a record that I don't think I've seen shown anywhere in the VC. Crystalized Movements, Mind Disaster is the name of the album. This came out originally on Twisted Village, a record label that was started by the lead singer and guitarist Wayne Rogers. The original album came out in '83. This is a Psycho reissue from '84. The original one was very limited. I think Twisted Village was also a record shop, but I'm not 100% sure. Massachusetts, I believe. So this is good. It's good 80s psych. It's fuzzy, there's lots of guitars on it, and if you like that kind of a punky garage psych, Mind Disaster by Crystalized Movements. They did a few other albums, I've not heard the others. I bought this in about 84, 85 when it came out, just because of the sleeve. You didn't see too many records like that at the time, and yeah, it's good. If you can find it cheaply, pick it up. Next is another quite well-known record, I think. Christopher, What You Gonna Do? So this was released in '69 originally on 100 copies, so you're not going to find one. Those have all gone into the hands of collectors many years ago. It's been reissued a few times. This is a 2005 reissue. Got really thick card sleeves. It's a good copy, a good reissue. This is on Lion Productions, I think it's called. That's the label. Yeah, I think even the reissue was quite limited, but it's quite hard to find, but you can get it. So this is like I say, 1969. This is from South Carolina, not to be confused with the other Christopher, which were the biker gang from Texas. That's the rear sleeve. Again, lots of fuzzy guitar, quite heavy. The first track, What You Gonna Do, the title track is 12. It starts off with a 12-minute track, which is having a bit of neck, I think. But it's yeah, it's good. It's got its weird bits. Death Song is one of the other tracks, trippy lyrics, but yeah, like I say, it's pretty well known. Certainly the cover is, if people haven't heard it. It's a heavy fuzz punk, I suppose you would call it. Next up is an album from the UK that I don't think I've seen shown. This is again from the 80s. This is an album by a band called Chemical. Well, they're a band, they're a duo called Chemical. I think this came out in 84 or 85. It's got a wraparound sleeve. It was very limited. This is number 449 out of 500. So only 500 produced. It's very dreamy psych pop with sitar and a little bit of mellotron on it. It's good stuff. I really like it. It's an interesting record, and it came out on Acme Records. That's the label. That was pretty well known in the 80s in the UK. It was a psych label. It's produced by Gary Raymond of Sundial, so that's probably a good enough reason to pick it up in the first place. And like I say, Acme Records was pretty much everything they did was really good. Dreamy pop psych. Chemical is the name of the band. Next up is a very weird one. I bought bought this in a charity shop, you wouldn't believe it. It's pressed on series 180 gram vinyl. I'm not quite sure why it was reissued. It originally came out in, I think, 72. The name of the band is Miki Curtis is the name of the singer, or the solo artist. This is a bamboo reissue. It originally came out on Vertigo in 72. This is the that's the label. So I'm guessing that the person who bought this played it once and thought, oh my god, what the hell have I got? It's pretty bad, mostly, apart from one track. The last track, I think it is on side 2, is it's pretty extraordinary. So the guy, Miki Curtis, was a Japanese rockabilly singer. Yes, such a thing does exist in the 50s, and this came out, like I say, in the early 70s. I'm guessing that's him. So the lyric insert in Japanese and English, luckily. So the last track is called 40 Days on a Stoned Out Camel. And that's the only reason to buy it. It's otherwise the record is pretty unlistenable Japanese pop. A little bit of country in there as well, but it's the last track that is bizarre beyond belief. Doesn't sit well on the rest of the record, but it's great reason to get it. If you find it for very little, pick it up. Or if you're a collector of Vertigo, you probably want it. But so the album's called The First Ear. Like I say, there is only one track on it that's worth listening to, and it sounds like this. Two albums now, show them in the correct order. This is a group that I don't think I've seen a lot of on the, given a great deal of love on in the VC. Can't quite understand why. This is the Claypool Lennon Delirium, a fantastic band consisting of Les Claypool from Primus and Sean Lennon of the Lennon dynasty. Don't think it needs too much introduction. So this is their first album. Came out in 2016. It's called the Monolith of Phobos, and is fantastic. It's great psychedelic stuff. He sounds like his dad. Les Claypool, as ever, is really good. They've got great songs. It's trippy. And I thoroughly recommend listening to the Claypool Lennon Delirium. They are really good. So that's their first album. Their second album that came out a couple of years after that, in 2019 or something. I think the first one was 2016. 3 years after is called South of Reality. And again, it's a gatefold. They're beautifully produced. I have a great 10-inch single of theirs where they cover some old psych stuff from the 60s, which is really good. I'll show that one day. This one, South of Reality, the second album, came on this fantastic splatter vinyl, and it's got really cool labels too. Really like this band. Actually, most of the stuff that Sean Lennon has done is worth investigating. He was in a band called the Ghost of the Saber-Toothed Tiger, who did an album called Midnight Sun, which is really, really good too. Very psychedelic, very trippy. Yeah, he definitely got some of his dad's psychedelic touches. I thoroughly recommend them, both of them, and I would pick up another one if they release anything else. And last but not least, in this edition of Take 444 is an album that you should all have in your collection. It's possibly the pinnacle of West Coast psychedelia, and that is David Crosby's If Only I Could Remember My Name. If you haven't heard it, I very much envy you. This has got the cream of the crop of the whole of the West Coast. So this came out in 71. It doesn't get the love that it should. I think it's an absolute classic and one of the best albums ever released. It's dreamy beyond compare. It's very trippy. It's got beautiful harmonies and singing on it. I don't know what's not to like on this album. So it's got Garcia, Neil Young, Jorma Corcoran, Phil Lesh, Graham Nash, David Freiberg, basically everybody, Joni Mitchell, Robert Hunter, Jack Cassidy, Paul Kantner, Jerry Garcia, did I mention him? Grace Slicker's on here as well. Absolutely stunning record. And the best thing that Cros ever did. I've got nearly everything he did, and this is the best he ever did. It's a wonderful record, and worth your time picking it up. So that's it. That's just a short one this time. We'll catch up again soon, and I'll see you then.